I'm gonna ask the question this way. You guys take it to whatever level you want to take it to. If your best if your best friend put his hands on his partner, could you still be friends with him?
Hell no.
That's me we talking about. Fuck no.
Is there any?
You can't do that shit.
But like, let's explore this. Let's dig deeper into this, right? Like,
there's another layer, but I'm gonna let Tony ride into that.
No. Go. You go.
There's another layer there.
What's the layer?
I've had both heterosexual and same-sex couple domestic issues to deal with, and I'll tell you what. Once whoever it is, takes that step of putting their hands on somebody, on that partner, you immediately see them differently. Because before that, and being I don't see myself as the type of person that would do that. And so I don't think my best friend is either. But whenever they do that, you see them differently. It's like, well, dang, I feel like it almost feel like you didn't even know them. Like I tell you what though, whenever my best friend told me that his I can't do that. Whenever those situations happen, I wanted to send whoever it was off the face of the earth. I wanted to end them. You just react that way. And so if it's your friend, I feel like I would feel the same way. Like I don't want to have anything to do with you.
This is how I feel. Look, domestic violence is not appropriate in no kind of way to me. There are people who have had domestic violence in their relationships and they've gone through proper therapy or worked it out, got through whatever they've gone through, and I applaud those people too for trying to stick through it. However, I'm not the kind of partner that's gonna we got these things, and Tony could put the little things right here. We got shit like accountability partner and all kind of things, you know what I'm saying, where because of our position in each other's lives, our responsibility is to hold each other accountable even when other people aren't. So I'm going to tell you something. Like, you know what I mean? It's just how it is because I'm your partner. Now, if you can't handle what I'm telling you, then now I have to disassociate myself because I can't be truthful to you. But it's not me getting rid of you. It's me knowing you can't handle what I'm giving you at the moment. And that boy had to get up and go Pentecostal shout around the place.
Yeah, church finger and all that.
Yeah, but he having church. That boy Tony having church. He had to get up and shout.
Indeed.
No, man, look, men must hold each other accountable. So what I'm hearing from you is you're saying basically if it's a situation where homeboy fucked up real bad, but he's willing to hear and make the proper steps to change that shit, then there's maybe a chance that the relationship could be salvaged. But if it's not that, the homeboy, we not even operating on the same wavelength. But that's the kind of point is like, bro, we not holding each other to these standards, right? When you sit with that accountability partner, we not holding each other to these standards. Because there's so many men who just like, well, you know what I mean? That's their personal business. Let me not get involved. But you be involved in all kind of other parts of their personal business. But when it comes to that shit that's, dicey, you know what I mean? Then you all of a sudden like, bro, look, because what it comes down to is that you don't think it's right, but you are too afraid to have to take that stance, right? You're really too afraid of it. Like, I'll be honest, my toxic bullshit, I had the same thing when Megan Thee Stallion was shot. I was like, well, maybe something else happened. Maybe this happened. Like, I was doing that same old toxic bullshit in my head because I was raised by a bunch of toxic ass men. Let me finish. I had to really sit and do some soul searching and be like, hold up, bro, you really got to reconfigure the way that you even approaching this. Because even if you think there's a gray area, there's a time and a place for the shit that you got to say. And sometimes some shit is better left unsaid if it's gonna then promote this negative ass mentality and perpetuate something negative.
It's kind of like when Brother Shaq yesterday was talking about the conditions of love. people put a condition on the deserving of Megan Thee Stallion to be shot.
Right.
She popped off. She got a big old mouth. Blah 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 blah. Wooty woo. Oh, I understand how she got shot. That's where they will get to. There's a condition, and if we love black women like we say we do, can't really have conditions like that.
Wow.
That's what I feel. All right. If I'm talking to my nephew, he done shot his girlfriend in the foot, right? And I know his girlfriend to be a little quote-unquote loudmouth, and I mean that in an endearing way. Black women come in all different types, shapes, volumes, and all of that. It's just how it is. You wasn't saying that when you was fucking or you was dealing with her or you was whatever, so I don't want to hear it. Come with it. Leave her alone, and if that's can't fuck with it. You are known for shooting a lady in the foot. Like, dog, like,
2. You 5'2". You.
I don't know the details or whatever. All I know is at the moment, that's what Tory Lanez. That's when you hear Tory Lanez put out an album that I didn't even want to mention really, because I'm not really whatever. But Tory Lanez is a musical genius who right now is known for reenacting a Harlem night scene in real life.
And you know what? That
it
really
just ruins the whole vibe. It's a vibe. It's stupid. And then on top of that, that's a human being. That's a very valuable, important black woman.
Mm-hmm.
And your pride got so whatever. I don't see the situation where I could ever be that angry at a black woman to where I'm gonna hit her, let alone shoot her in the, you know what I mean, in the foot. Like, is she shooting at me?
Man, she
you know what the hell?
She could have had the car. Man, listen, if I'm caked up like that, she could have had the car. I'd have jumped.
Yeah, man, she tripping. Go ahead and get the fuck on.
I would have went to the lobby of my hotel and picked up some random whatever toxic shit you got to do to not get that motherfucking abusive or toxic. Like, man, that's some crazy ass shit.
Shout out to Mary Thee Stallion, you fine. That lady fine.
And I don't have.
I'll tell you what. I doubt he was sober.
That ain't.
And I guess that's another layer of it, because substances make our decision making poorer.
Mm-hmm.
But
no.
But if you're willing to do it drunk, you're probably willing to do it sober.
You know what's so crazy about the Tory Lanez situation is more that I really thought about it as things came out. Like, it sound like a motherfucking it sound like a gossip blog or like some fantasy shit. Don't sound real, but you know what it is. Like when you know that mentality that some of us have when it comes to this toxic bullshit. I'm like, I could see a nigga being in the car. And I'm not laughing at that, but I'm laughing at the idea that that's where you took it. Being in the car, like, man, my shit is so like, and she probably pop big shit to him, and then he wanted to come back. He probably popping back at her. She get out the car. He like, fuck it, I done got so played. Dance, bitch. Boom, boom. Like I'm telling you, I can see that shit. Even though it sounds like shit out of a fucking movie, because it is out of a movie.
Yeah, man.
On that note,
now she about to flip that shit, and she gonna make $500 million now. She about to make some makeup and shit. She about to Rihanna this shit the fuck up. She gonna clap all her fucking booty cheeks the whole time she doing therapy, and she gonna come out the lady strong. She a fucking athlete. That lady's a fucking athlete. You see how that lady made? That lady ain't built like no regular lady, man. That lady,
she just got shot in the foot, and she was on Saturday Night Live 2 weeks ago.
Man, that lady about to get on here and make a fucking album. It's about to be pussy popping everywhere, all kind of shit. She gonna still talk that same gutter ass, gangsta ass shit.
Couple like a vulnerable tracks, and then like really get back to that like boss shit she be talking. It's gonna be crazy.
And the crazy thing about it, Tony, through all of that, her first reaction was to protect him.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez does not deserve her. You know, like we don't. Some of us don't deserve the black women we were blessed with. But I mean,
Tory Lanez doesn't deserve anything at this point. Like, and I mean the fact that to me, if he would have came out and gave a great, like, would have gave a statement, not even saying he was guilty or whatever, but just a statement, and then let the proceedings go the way they're supposed to go. Okay, that would have been cool. But you came out with an album, bro. That is the most audacious shit. Like, that's the shit that I've been, like, this is like where I personally believe force meets force, right? Like, I don't want, if I ever leave this earth, I don't want my wife on the damn TV talking about some Tony piece. No, I want somebody ass whooped. I want somebody put somewhere else. That's the type of shit that, like, you need your ass whooped for that. Like a whole, like, wet his ass up and spank him with a motherfucking belt ass whooping. Like grown ass men do it to him. You know what I mean?
That nigga Tony raunchy. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it, I don't even see it as like an album. I see it as more as like a diss track. It's disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to talk too much into it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely that well level that because the other part about it is, you know,
like he on some whole shit. But